welcome back to another live stream here on the twitch.tv/the Xisuma, playing on Hermitcraft, also streaming on TikTok and on YouTube. Let's log in, shall we? To Can of Heaven in chat with the bananas, thank you for letting me know that we're live. Much appreciated. Here we go. Oh yeah, I've been busy. I've been busy. Uh-huh. Remember this area? Remember this thing? Well, that wasn't there. Oh, I can pop around like that. I have been chipping away at all of this stuff that you see right here. Digital Chaos, Billman68, thank you for the bananas. Wendy Moto, Mr. Unusual, G Brown, Azariel, welcome to the stream. The overlay. I forgot. That's alright, I can just turn around and start again. How do I get back to where I was-ish? Okay, this'll do. This'll do. Let's try that again, shall we then? Wow! It's like I've never seen it before. Wow! Okay. What was I pointing at? What was I pointing at? This over here. So we started work on this last live stream. Now look at the area. So much more of it is built up, including this bit in the corner. I'm tying together all the different parts. We can pop down into this area where I can use my tree farm. Get into it here. Get out of it over here. This is now all hooked up. Very cool, right? So our staircase. Spiral staircase comes up to the top, goes around the corner. Pretty good. Hey, DJ Echo, thank you for the Prime. 75 months. That's amazing. Such a long time. Thank you so much. Yeah, all of this along here I've been doing up, as you can see. We've obviously got space for more farms. I don't know what I'll do 100% there, but the concept is to put some sort of auto dye farm, so I need to look into that again. Then I just started to outline a few things over here. What I think I want to do in this area is try and introduce another wood color, because I did dark oak around here, but it doesn't pop out that much. It's quite dark as well. I mean, and it's dark oak. But, you know, I was thinking about what we're going to do, and it kind of hit me. I think the way to proceed is to do another cage like this over here. Because this, too, is where TNT gets blasted. And then we try and sort of put something around here. I've got an idea for how all of this is going to work. It's going to be like a moss to stone transition room. And then we connect this front bit over the back. And then the other thought that hit me... Oh yeah, we'll have like another blast chamber here, but the other thought that hit me is that you want to be able to traverse up there. Like, I want to be able to get into this room here. So I think we're going to want another staircase in this area. Let's start there. Let's start with this staircase. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, so... You know how I'm really bad at using item swapper? Well, it can middle click out of a shulker box. So I just got a stack out of a shulker box. Like, how long has that been in this mod for? I don't know. It's kind of ridiculous. Kind of ridiculous how good it is. I think with that thing up there, we might just space this out a little bit. You love the use of lecterns, says Unwoven Rainbow. Yeah, they're a really nice little railing system here, aren't they? Morning is almost... Are we talking about time? This is why I hate... I should stop streaming on Sunday mornings. Because everyone just talks about time zones. It's like the least interesting topic I can think of. Goldfur, thank you for 8 months. Hope everyone's morning is going well. Thank you, my dude. Yeah. Morning again. Keeps coming up, doesn't it? Right, I'm stopping because I got a hot cup of tea And I've just picked it up and wrapped my hands around it, and oh my goodness me, that's so warm. Forgil says, X, this is your chance to add Rainbow's mod on YouTube. As you know, the way we do it is I need a comment. I can't do it through chat, plus I'm streaming, so... no. you just need to comment and let me know. That's how it works. The magic of hot beverages. Oh yeah, they're great, aren't they? Although they do say it's like not great to drink a lot of hot liquid. Like you should drink room temperature liquid, I've heard. It's one of those like it's bad for you over time type things, but I mean, jeez. Life's for living. Chat, pick a number from 1 to 11. I need to pick a task on my to-do list. Number 8. Go with number 8. Love where Loglands is going. Maybe you can put a time-lapse of the build in a YouTube episode. I can't really, because I don't have any recording of it. I don't have as much desire to do those big time-lapsey things anymore. Like, if I had recorded it, it'd have been so much footage, plus... The thing with how I did time-lapses in the past is that they would be, like, structured and planned. And this isn't that. Oh. I was just thinking, if it aligned up with this pillar... But actually, maybe the fact that it's misaligned is fine. But, like, the structure that we put below the staircase could perhaps... sort of, like, lean onto that pillar. That could be kind of cool. I've got a torch. I was just thinking it's getting a bit dark. Yeah, okay, and then it would continue this way with some stairs here, I think. A bit close to the redstone. What this all about you building underground farm base, says Crew Kong King. I think your question is, what is this base about, or something like that. I mean, it's just a Minecraft build, right? We had to do something. Ten and Bomb 20, thank you for 35 months with the Prime. Love where the Loglands interior is going. Hope you can maybe put a time. Oh wait, that's the. I read that message. Did I just read that, or did I read it in chat? I think I read this pretty much the same question in chat. Redstone Ear is here for 6 months. Good morning, X. Hope you have a great stream. Thank you, my dude. I mean, this is just Minecraft, right? You got to make what you want, and I'm just throwing whatever comes to mind together here. And it's getting along. We're probably not even halfway done though. That's the truth of it. Probably not even halfway done. Right, since there's this like pillar already here, we're gonna work it like this. And go around the corner over to here, maybe. Looking good so far with all the terraforming on the bottom. Yeah, that really made a big difference, didn't it? That was like a really good foundation to build from. Woo. Woo. Gotta be careful here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I think the block that I broke... Oh no, I broke 2? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, so I broke 2 of these blocks. Here's the thing. I still have this world for checking stuff when I break it. Yeah, so I broke something over here when I was working. Oh, look, you know what? Like, you can see what I've done recently because we've got this old backup. But, yeah, I broke something over there. So now if we head to this spot... Like, how are there 2 blocks, right? Is it that one and that one? Yeah, okay, so... There's one underneath that one. Right. So we broke the 2 blocks that it didn't matter if you broke them or not. Brilliant. That makes my life so much easier. The creator reset says, while I'm watching, I'm questioning myself why my teacher said we had something to do on Tuesday, even though it's exam day on Tuesday. Alright, you got that feeling there's something you forgot? Maybe just, like, take your mind off of it for a little bit, go for a walk, and then, like, if there's something important, it'll probably pop into your head when you're not trying to think of it. Hey X, been watching you for years and just wanted to say thank you for being such an inspiration and source of happiness in my life. You and the other hermits, keep up the good works, Mr. Rifter. Thank you for the lovely message, my dude. Appreciate it, appreciate it. Is this season 10, says Green Cat. It is. Yep, we're on season 10 of Hermitcraft. So, it's all good having this staircase come up here, but then now that we get here, there's going to be like a bit more of a bottom level to this, I think. For this bit, it could possibly just be at this height. Like, I'm going to end up connecting a lot of stuff and removing a lot of stone. So I don't think I need to, like, do too much right now. But now we've got a plan that this path is potentially going to come over here. I might even end up rebuilding this somewhat. I don't know. But I got to remember that we want a path that goes here. And then possibly up to all of this stuff. Maybe just a way to access it better. Because this is the dealio right now. I'm just like jumping around. Whoops. X, I gotta go because you're going out to a space museum in an hour. Oh, awesome. I hope you enjoy it, man. That sounds great. Unix Music says, hey X, I just gotta say you give me so hope night because I seen you streaming here and on TikTok. God knows where else. I really appreciate for that. It's giving me hope in a way. Glad it's giving you some hope. Stellian, see you, Jeremy. Have fun at the museum. Don't space out too much. I'm not spacing out. Right. So, I'm thinking, there's so much I want to do. It's really weird. When I'm not streaming, I seem to figure out what I want to do a little quicker. Now, I had the idea of creating some blast chambers over here. I think it probably makes sense just to stick with dark oak for the foundation here. But then we want to pivot to having lots of iron bars. I think I want to have that common thing of seeing the iron bars where the blast chambers are. Now, we can, like, build that up. Maybe build it up quite high. Maybe put a load of logs over the ceiling here. Which would be interesting when we get to this bit, because very close to what's above it. I kind of don't know what I want to work on first. Oh dear. So with this area... Oh, there's a bat, and you're trapped, buddy. You're trapped. With this area, I was thinking we could diagonally build the roof out a little bit. And then build up the shape of the room below it. I've got a really good idea for the palette here. Yeah, let's go with the blast chamber. I'm learning that, like, as I said, it seems to be more difficult for me to make up my mind when I'm streaming. No longer Slim, so he's just Shady. Where's the sudden Slim Shady reference come from? I could spin a wheel. It's less about, like, it's not like I'm not how do you say it, like, it's not that I can't choose, as in, oh my god, there's so many options, which one do I do? It's more like, which one am I feeling? And the answer to that is not so clear. when I'm not streaming, I think it's easier because I don't have to constantly communicate what I'm trying to do. So there's no like pressure to make up my mind. And sometimes when I'm not streaming, I just sort of dilly-dally for a bit. And then something clicks and then off I go, right? It's like more like that. It's just got a different kind of rhythm to it. Right, so I'm gonna need some stone to get under this thing. Not a crow's corpse says that makes sense. I'm glad it does. Yeah, it's just the fact that I'm like here live changes the dynamic. Because I had a really productive day playing for a few hours yesterday. Just got loads built, but there was no like pressure. I think I should move these chests over to the other side. Get good X with judging, says Becca. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, so somewhere in here I might have some dark oak stairs. I do, but not a crazy amount. I'm gonna run out of dark oak before long. Make another one of these. Makes sense you're divided in your attention, says Mythical Moon. That too, that too. Yep, division of attention. Okay, so I want to cover up these lamps from this perspective. So we'll do a little bit of this, I think. Get that shape going. And then you can't quite... I guess I can reach. Put that there. Maybe we'll have like a different material go across that bit. Alright, I need some more of those. You want your old cats back? Say what your neighbours poisoned and killed your animals. That is awful. Gosh. Wait, the planks are darker than the stairs? What? Says Blooming Cow. They're all dark oak wood. Okay, then around this level, there's another bit of stairs that gets used, and then it goes past it. Yeah, so I think I just want something in between here. Obviously, iron bars. Maybe I'll put the iron bars around where I'm at. But then some other material, and we've done so much of the same stuff, I don't know what that material would be. Need to block off that light on the side. This is where the building like slows down a lot. It's just trying to suss out what materials you want to use a lot of the time. But then once you get going, it can be pretty speedy. I like the idea of using some mud, but it won't look very structural. Could possibly use some of these blocks again. We know we're going to use iron, so let's get the iron bars in place. Yes, please. Thank you very much. Oh, Blackstone might be a really good fit around here. I could see that working. Although there isn't really a lot of it. There is with the bricks. I guess I want more of the polished stuff. Also, I've kind of put these like down where I plan on building. Just can never get away from it. So if we make them all like that, make a few like this, see where we get with that. So like this space here. So this could be Blackstone. Not quite sure it'll be on the edge. That kind of works. And I think maybe some trapdoors at this level. Probably spruce. Which I'll have somewhere. Maybe I'll just craft some. I got so many of these boxes lying around, it has gotten kind of ridiculous. I think I've got like 30 or so. Right, we'll do that. We had a noise in the ear, by the way. Except I didn't have a noise in the ear because it's broken. Kitty Gaming 99 here for 87 months. Thanks for the chill vibes, X. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for 87. Oh my goodness me, it's crazy. So yeah, we do want to try and hide some of these stone textures here and there. But there'll be limitations to that. So then up at this level, that's there to protect this stuff from the blast. I know that. So we did have that there. I think I'm going to get rid of that. And then I want to put the iron bars this side. I hope they're far enough away that they don't get destroyed. But I can't be certain. Because I haven't tested anything. Right, get more of this in place. Zoom out and have a look. It's not terribly impressive, but it'll work. And then as it gets bigger, you've got this other thing that's going to need building around it. We know how it goes. We know how it goes. One thing this can do is go higher up. So here we've got like a little leftover from trying to get up there. I think this block is possibly necessary from the blast, but I guess because this is gonna go here, I'm gonna move it. Also, me here, zombie. I hear a zombie. Probably on the surface. Is it nighttime? Look at you, sucker. Hey, can you give me something to build in Minecraft? I'm really bored, says War Siblings. Build a mushroom farm. For mushroom blocks, and then build something cool with the mushroom blocks. I don't know. I'm confused. Is X decorating Logland? I thought you were on a completely different server. No, we're on Hermitcraft. Why would you think we're somewhere else? I do wonder if these should be a little deeper. Like the dark oak goes back a bit. Now, one of the things with this, it's always a pain in the bum, is when you wrap a design round a corner and it don't quite line up. But I think I can make it line up. So This is 2 blocks apart each time. So we'll just go like that. And then look, my little staircase. And now all the other stuff I was building is in the way. Brilliant. Okay, let's go back to looking at it from down here. We need something going across here. I kind of like the idea of doubling up on the blast into that space. Which I've probably got just enough to do. And it looks like I used up all of my spruce trapdoors. Well. Actually. If I wanted more, they were directly below me. Yay! Auto-crafting. You thought you were going crazy. Maybe you were, just a little bit. Wait, when did you stop streaming exclusively on Twitch? This year. Now I'm on both. All 3. In fact, we haven't said hello to TikTok chat today. I'll open up TikTok for a minute. That's not where I was going to place it. Okay, I need a way to get under here, which means I need a block in front of me. What's the favourite build I've made? Oh, this... Oh, gosh. I'm so bad at answering these questions. There's just so much stuff out there. Yeah, that fills in those spots. This is Hermitcraft 10. Yep. Alright, you don't need to type in all caps all the time, jeez. You're gonna make an edit of me, okay. All caps energy is just a bit much sometimes. Yeah, okay, so off of that top there, can I... And then as I get closer, I can only look lower at the block. So how do I place these? I have to go lower. I need a lower block. There you go. See, these little moments... Ah, I wish there were easier ways to get in there and place these blocks. We love all caps energy. Sure. It looks a bit wild. To me. What's my favourite build of this season? It's so hard because there's just so many things, right? Like, I hate singling stuff. I'm going to stick with my gut on this, okay? When people ask me, I'm just going to be like, look, I don't like singling out. Because I feel like I will miss something. Like, I'll go, oh yeah, it was this build. And then it'll be later on, I'll be like, no! You forgot... Ah! I pressed... That's the wrong key! Oh my god. Later on, I'll be like, no! You forgot about this other build over here. We've done so much cool stuff this season. It's really hard to pick. I will say that the whole copper aging stuff was a highlight to automate that. And then along come the trial chambers and completely invalidate it. So, swings and roundabouts, swings and roundabouts. So yeah, now this bit here looks really different on this side. Are these blocks removable? I've got a weird feeling they might be. But I don't want to... Nah, that one isn't. I don't want to test it, because then it'll spill everywhere. Oh, goodbye. Let's get some more blackstone. Gosh, for the peeps screaming in cap... you know what? I'm not gonna... I'll answer this one, but I'm just not gonna bother with more of these all in caps messages. When it comes to the life series, I'm not a role player, right? I don't think I would fit in. It's not the kind of content I make, right? So, I don't... Yeah, I just... That's not the kind of content I make. Right, let's Oh, jump! I pressed jump! Okay, there we go. Oh. So on this side, I think I'll modify this a little bit and just put some blocks like that over to here. Maybe on the other side too, just over there. Now we do this side. Now let me jump off! Oh, put a block in my own way. Stupid honey blocks. Ugh. Making me look silly, are they? Bleep bloop with their caps, says Digital Chaos. Those bleep bloopers. Bleep bloop bleep bloop. Don't know why there's glow like in there when there's these other lamps directly next door. Whatever. I love double screaming in chat. Caps locks on whilst also pressing shift. The only way it's allowed, says Maddie. Fair, you did experiment with role-playing in Season 8, if I recall correctly, with Evil X. That's another thing. If you consider Evil X role-playing, I mean, that goes back as far as Season 3, so... There's a lot of that. There's a lot of that, I mean, just everywhere in life, like... someone says, oh, you know... a common one is saying that, like, Season 6 brought role-playing to Hermitcraft, but, like, it's actually been there since the very beginning. Generic B was big on roleplay. In fact, it was on Minecraft before it was on Hermitcraft. Like, all these things have a lineage. Nothing's ever truly quite as unique or the first as you might think it is. So even for me, like, my role-playing goes back to Season 3 with Evil X. But it's never been something I'm big on. What is my favourite movie? Again, I can't answer these kind of questions. When will you people learn? My brain hates this. I don't want to single out no movie. What? There's so many good ones. I'd be doing it a disservice if I forgot to mention one. Let's just say The Matrix, because I watched a really cool podcast with Morpheus. Yes, that's his name, Morpheus, in real life. And Neil deGrasse Tyson. Lawrence Fishburne. Thank you. My brain's slow these days, but it gets there eventually. Lawrence Fishburne. Legendary actor who played Morpheus in the movie The Matrix. And I saw The Matrix, I was like 13 or whatever when that came out. And that movie was just like a cultural touchstone. It was just, it captured the moment of like the internet becoming a reality and these sort of like new ideas of a digital age. It just somehow captured all of that perfectly. And I hate the idea of like young people today watching The Matrix and being like, I'll just be like, no, this movie is insanely good. It's insanely good. Please love it. Yeah, The Matrix is such an incredible movie. Who hasn't seen The Matrix? How about that? Have you seen it? Have you not? Because I'm a firm, with exception to Marvel movies, okay, I'm a firm believer that if you're not into something, you're probably missing out. So like, every now and then someone's stubborn about like, Lord of the Rings is terrible, whatever. I'm like, really? Really? I suspect you might be pushing against the grain. Anyway, The Matrix is like one of those movies. It's hard for me to imagine not being able to see what's amazing about it. But every now and then you meet someone who's like, oh, I hate that movie, and you're like, oh, you have violated my soul. Yeah, quite a lot of you are saying you haven't seen it. Give it a try. Give it a try. It's really utterly fantastic. Maybe the fact that I was around at probably that movie came out at just about the perfect time for a movie like that to come out. Right? That might give it a lot of added value if you were a teenager when it came out, like I was. But either way, if you give it a go, and you find something you like, you know, I think there's an amazing movie there. But a good thing to do if you're watching it is just put yourself in the mindset of like, the internet as we know it now was not around as it is now yet. It hadn't quite. Well, it was like we were just getting to grips with this is big and it's going to change everything, but like no one knew quite how. And in this movie, The Matrix comes along, and it just captures the energy of that moment in time. And it's got like a lot of like philosophical stuff you can get into if that's your thing too. I think what I want to do here with this cage is basically make it go all the way up to the very top. And then how this thing fits on, I do not know, but one thing at a time, I think. One thing at a time. Could do with a little bit of night vision up here, honestly. You've seen all the Matrix movies. Me too, me too. Back in the days when Nokia were the only mobile phone worth getting. Yeah. Yeah, crazy times, right? I was thinking about this, something similar just the other day. You see, I think one thing I would possibly like to do. Here's what I would like to do, and here's why I wouldn't like to do it. I would like to make a documentary. Wow, I'm very non-visible right now. I'd like to make a documentary about, like, the growth of YouTube and what Minecraft felt like to be a part of. But the reason I wouldn't want to make it is because we kind of live in this age where most media that's being consumed was created in the last 24 hours or 48 hours, they say. So this wouldn't, like, I want to create something that would be a bit timeless, but that's not the ecosystem we're in anymore. And it would feel like, you know, you'd create this thing, and then it would be something people would consume for a couple of days, and then that's it, it's done, it's dead, you know? That's the ecosystem we've created here on YouTube now. I really like the idea of there being more timeless videos, ones that are worth, like, seeking out and watching. You could maybe argue that part of it is just, that, like, there's actually a lot of really good videos like that already out there about topics and stuff because the edutainment space has taken off so strongly. Anyway. So I really like this idea. But one of the things that it, like, dawned on me is that, like, you want to be able to describe... By the way, I'm going to switch to standing now. You want to be able to describe various trends and things that you were doing. And I was thinking about the very beginning. And one of the things that might not be obvious if I just said, you know, back in 2012, there's this game called Minecraft, and you start uploading videos about it. It was like, back then, YouTube was not on a mobile device. You had to use it from, like, a desktop computer and through a web browser. And so there's all this, like, seamlessness now that wasn't there back then. I just noticed something that I neglected to put in here. Underneath the hoppers, we're going to have those. I'm honestly still obsessed with Pringles. Okay, that sounds completely relevant to the conversation we're having. Jeez. You always revisit Etho's old videos, currently making your way through his LP. Yeah, I haven't done much YouTube rewatching. I will rewatch old shows. I'm rewatching Deep Space Nine at the moment. I might rewatch Vikings at some point. I don't do that on YouTube. I don't know why. Maybe it's because of that disposable nature of it. I've been conned. I've conned myself. into thinking it's unrewatchable. Anyway, there's details like that when you're explaining it, it's kind of hard to get across. Like, the pace of life is different. And back then, if you wanted to watch a movie, I mean, Netflix was around, but it weren't big yet. Like, you were still using DVDs. Star Wars guy says, well, actually just blew my mind with that 24 to 48 hour thing. It's mostly true for me, and it's a crazy thing. Yeah. I've become really conscious of it lately. And despite that, I still seem to just get sucked into watching YouTube all the time. It feels weird. Like, when I was younger, you used to seek out movies. And these would be movies that weren't made recently as well, or TV shows. You'd, like, hear about something and then go look it up and then go to the shop and try and find it and buy it. And so stuff that had been created in, like, the last 10 years or whatever was still, like, quite relevant, and then you would, like, invest time watching this thing. You'd even watch shows multiple times because you just didn't have as much stuff. And it's just totally flipped now, and now everything's, like, super disposable and quick. You still have a DVD flip book. Me too, I've got a few of those. I can't go through that way. Probably all this way either. Have to break this again. The amount of times you've rewatched old Minecraft series and Sanders' side is crazy. Well, yeah, everyone has their different habits, right? Like, if you're not a victim of this, like, constant new content stuff, I think there is really good value in enjoying stuff over and over again and being really into something. So good for you. Catherine says, I go back to revisit moments that made me feel something, so when a creator moves me in some way, it just sticks with me. Interesting. Lightly Lucis says, you just felt your bones turn to dust. You had a copy of the Titanic in VHS, we had to switch to the second VHS halfway through. Used to rewatch it every other day when he was a kid. Yeah, kids love doing that. They love rewatching the same stuff over and over again. But that's changing. Like, a lot of kids watch YouTube and just continuously flick through different videos, which I think is kind of scary. Like, what we're doing to our attention spans is concerning. So yeah, that kind of looks okay. I can see us pushing it all the way up to the ceiling, and then maybe doing some of the wood out. So we'd probably have to build like a lot of scaffolding and stuff. This area here needs something on it, but for now I think we can leave it. Then if we look at this bit, how do I better incorporate this? I've got a feeling I'm just going to build a bit of a shell around it again. This could continue up and possibly just go over the edge. I think that might not be as complicated as I'm making it out in my head. It could possibly connect with this bit here. I reckon we start building and then it will come together. So, what do I want to do again? I want to maybe head over there. This is another common problem I find, is just shuffling your inventory management around a lot. Because stuff's just always somehow in the way. Okay, put you over there. And then we'll get rid of the stone and move over there. We'll build something a little bit more exciting in a bit, peeps. This hasn't been terribly exciting, I know. You used to watch The Land Before Time on VHS. Those are fun. I love those movies. Loved them. When I was a kid. I did try and, like, watch one again, and I don't know. Wasn't quite there for me. Right, let's use a little bit of this space back here. Let's have that one out. Then put these down. Okay, so it's more dark oak. I'm going to run out of this stuff. I know it. I just know it. And spruce fences, which I've got on me. Oh, got to be careful we don't break anything here, but I don't think I would just by placing blocks next to it. As a child, a cousin of mine thought a VHS tape was dirty, so decided to wash it. Brilliant. Brilliant. Did it survive? Like, I don't know how tape holds up against being washed. I mean, the big problem I imagine is that you just sort of like get lots of like liquid in between the tape, and then even if you dried it all out after, you'd probably have like crinkled up all the tape. It's hard to imagine it would like contain that compactness. Yes, he barely survived. The VHS tape didn't. Alright, so here is where I probably need some more stone. Maybe go down a little bit lower. And then somewhere around here is where we're going to try and hide this thing. So I guess we would have something like that. Dude, I can't see a thing here. What am I doing? I mean, I got glow like in. Could do something a little brighter. I think this thing is starting to build itself. We just follow the shape a bit more. Yeah. Alignment isn't perfect, but whatever. Oh, it doesn't need to be much taller than where I'm currently at. We'll probably build like a slanty little roof on it. Is there another badge at 10 years of subscription, says Maddie? There is actually, yeah. Speaking of which, May School, 119 months. Just one more month to go to 10 years. I've actually got it in my calendar when my Twitch anniversary is. I must admit, though, I thought it was a little further than a month away, but there you go. Thank you, my dude, for all you do. Thank you for migrating Hermitcraft yesterday as well. Yeah, by the way, we're on new hardware. I don't think we're really going to see a difference until, like, a lot of people are online at the same time, maybe. But, like, even with the old hardware, we hadn't seen that massive of a performance dip. This new hardware, though, should be, like, about 10 to 15% better than what we had before. So, the thing is, though, like, single-threaded performance of Minecraft has its limits. So, on paper, it might be better, but probably doesn't really matter. I kind of can't help but feel just a whole bunch of spruce trapdoors here. A goldfish would be rather dumb if it couldn't swim, says Lion USB. Dude, hitting us with deep philosophy here. Oh my god, I just realised something. I'd be kind of stupid if I decided to stop breathing. That would be really stupid of me. Dang. People. Oh my god, I'm gonna enrich your life for a moment here, you know? Like, keep breathing, peeps. Keep breathing. Because if you don't, you're dumb. Oh, look at that. Thanks. Thanks, X. Amazing advice. I know, right? I'm here all week. I kind of can't help. Oh, I'm probably going to need more of those. And therefore, let's just make another crafting bench quick. I want to get to building that's a little speedier than where we're at right now. Where we're at right now is like little on the painful side. Little bit painful. Can I stay like down there? Thank you, thank you. Oh, and it's happened again. I guess it'll keep happening, won't it? Down we go again. And then that would be... Is that a full block? So full block here. Then we put in the trapdoors. All scrambled up. And then have them come round to the front, I think. Maybe put a stair block there. And then have them come through. Let's get out of here. This is done. It's finito. Right, and is it that block or this block? I think I'll just put one there. Right. A little bit of a cage extension. It kind of feels like I should put a light in here just because otherwise you never really see all of this. So let's hop around into this. Oh my god! It's non-navigatable. Navigation, not an option. It's actually this bit here that I was concerned about. There we go. Just a little bit of glow like that, I think, would... Yeah, make it more visible from the outside. What a crazy looking structure, eh? I can't help but feel at some point I might want to attach, like, some sort of suspension looking thing to hold it up, but currently we kind of want it to fade into darkness and connect with all the loggage. I'm once again quite tempted, actually, not to put a roof on this and just to make it go straight up. Straight up to the top. Because it's going to connect to all those logs. It really helps, like, tie things together and give us a bigger space. If that makes sense. Am I making sense? I do wonder if, like, I'm getting across the things I'm trying to do. Because I'm making it up as I go along. Pixel says this is a very cool base. Oh, I'm glad you think so, my dude. That gives me some encouragement. So I will absolutely need to farm way more of this stuff up, won't I? We got a noise in the air, except there is no noise in the air because it's broken. Tesla is here for 9 months. That is indeed a Twitch baby and an animation on your screen. Woo, animation. Right, thank you so much, my dude. Appreciate it. Appreciate you supporting me here on the Twitch. If you're watching on YouTube, if you're watching on TikTok, come over to Twitch. This is the place, this is the home of my streaming. If ever I can't multi-stream, I'll always be streaming on Twitch. How do I get to where I just was? How do I get there? This place is just, yeah. When you start to close bits of it off, it gets trickier to get to these other areas. Ugh! Managed to land. So yeah, I've got quite a few ideas now. Like, if I take this thing up like it's a wall right here, there's so much less loggage to place in this awkward place. And it allows me to make this idea of having this room that I want to build here that I've got in my head. That would be easier. So I reckon what we want to do here is actually push this thing to the ceiling, which we can do with some materials. Then there'll be like a filler space here. This thing will go up and it won't go as far back. So for now, We'll build this up and then start connecting those things too. Just chipping away at it. Whoopsie! That shouldn't have messed anything at all, because that just activates... Yeah, that just activated all of the stuff on either side, right? Yeah. That's good, that's fine, that doesn't break anything. Fortunately, for me. No, don't! Oh! Look at these fiends in chat, they're calling me a derp. I didn't even break anything, you fools! Oh, bunch of fiends, look at them, shaking, quivering. Oh, we want our derp. What have I done to you? What have I done to you? Do I have any plans after I finish Loglands? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Oh, we still got to do the murals. Like, I was in a really good groove with those, and then I think they became a little bit repetitive, and I'm trying to like think of other things to do with the armor stands. But we got plenty of time. It'll all get finished. Plus the stats for that are broken, and when they get fixed, I'll be probably a little more motivated to do some more over there. Dude, like several times I've told myself that I need to go get a light source and I still haven't. We need to actually see how close to the top we are. Digital Chaos says, honestly, the derp will still happen eventually. Yeah, but maybe not today, you know. Maybe not for a week or a month. I'm an experienced streamer now. It's not like I'd accidentally leave the wrong splash screen on or something, right? I wouldn't do something like that. Let's see how our all caps peeps are doing on TikTok. I'm not going to read any of their messages. How have I been so far? Pretty good. Went for a long walk on the treadmill this morning. What's my favourite song to play on guitar? Right now, it's this song by Old Man's Child. I forget what the song's called. I just don't really pay attention. I just like play the song. I want to record a cover of it eventually. I'm making sense. I'm making sense. Yeah, TikTok revenue is like dire. I've been given a bunch of diamonds and stuff, and then I looked at how much they were worth, and I was like, oh wow, this is like pennies. You like my voice? It instantly made you happy. Oh well, that is good if it can bring you some joy. Surely there can be nothing wrong with that. What am I working on? I'm working on Loglands, and the idea here was that we build a bunch of redstone farms and then decorate it later, which means I've just got loads of stuff crazily positioned all over the place, and now like a massive job to do to connect it all together. But we're slowly getting there. I need a torch so bad. I have to go get a torch. This is just stupid at this point. Get a torch. Get a torch, X, said someone. Have I got any more dark oak? Right, I got more fences. That's good, because we could get this done today. We could get this done today. We just need a bit more dark oak. We could get a lot done today. Remember I was moaning about chest monsters earlier? This is what I'm talking about. Somewhere in here there might be dark oak. Oh, it's grey terracotta. Dark oak slabs? Guess I could use those. No dark oak. Lame! Lame, I declare. Oh, almost enough. Almost enough, but not quite. Ah! Isn't that an interesting time to put this down? Because we're like about to connect. So what I'll do, I think I'm going to put my logs above there. So we'll do it like this. We'll go 1 block below each time. Yep, this will work. Do I like bugs or hate them? I don't. Why would I hate bugs? I ain't got a problem with bugs. Ah, why'd I fall down? I was holding shift. Oh my god. Right, TikTok. Bleep bloop's gone quiet. So I'm going to minimize. Anyway, to all the peeps on TikTok, bleep bloop. Come over to Twitch. It's better here. It's much better, isn't it, Chip Twitch chat? How many of y'all caught the Tunnel Rats live stream on Friday? It was pretty good. Did I say Friday? It was Friday, wasn't it? I would have done my own stream earlier in the day, I think. It's usually how Fridays go down. Do you know what I was gonna say, like, maybe it needs like a bunch of blocks around it or something, but I think actually, because it's quite in the dark, it probably doesn't. So I think we're good here. Yeah, this is just fine. Hello, finally yanked myself out of bed. That weekend lie-in was too good, says Pinkin2. Yeah, I never really enjoy lions that much. Once I'm awake, my brain tends to start getting active and just feel like I'm wasting my time if I don't, like, get going. Which doesn't mean that I am or I'm not. Like, rest is good, it's just I always feel that way. I reckon this part... Actually, do you know what? I think I will keep this part of the blast chamber here. And I don't have any more iron bars. I can probably come back and finish a bit more of this off another time. So I need to, like, do dark oak next to get all of that done. This means I don't really need to decorate the top of this anymore. And it lines up with where we've got blackstone over there. So then I now have to fill in all of this space here with logs going around to that side. So we haven't quite finished this bit, but that's good. Like, that's a really grindy thing that I'll do at another time. So now we want to turn our attention to what's to the right of us. We want to put like a wall now that goes upwards. In fact, I can start to see some of it in my head already. So let's go place blocks, because when your brain is like, put this block here, put this block there, you got to be like, thank you, brain, keep doing that, because otherwise I'm stuck without you. You know? I don't know about all of y'all, but like, I don't do very well without my brain. It's you know, life is tough when your brain's not helping you out. Hey, we got Tangent on YouTube with a super duper chat. Saying beans, smiley face. Thanks. Thanks. I appreciate the super chat. Beans, okay. When did I last eat beans? That's what you're trying to say. I last ate beans, I don't know when. I recall making a meal with some beans a couple of weeks ago. Like, I got some canned goods or whatever in a cupboard. I got like a cupboard of, you know, like rainy day foods, right? Like stuff to canned fruit, beans, soups, oats, that kind of stuff. What else is in there? Rice, lots of rice. Stuff where you can just like, all right, today I'm just going to grab some stuff out of the cupboard and the freezer and make a meal. I had baked beans or something. I think it was probably eggs. Right, the thing I'm looking for ain't here, so I better go grab it. And once again, I've closed off like all these little corridors and stuff. Ah! Smack my face. Right, just where I want to be. Just where I want to be. So what I'm picturing is this stuff here goes up, but then so does this at the front. Oh, maybe we could even use a little bit of spruce here. I didn't think about that. Okay, right. I'm gonna need like scaffolding and I'm gonna set up a health and safety work station area. Okay, it comes with lighting, so I can see what I'm doing. Look at me, Mr. Organized. Using my brain smarts. What kind of beans? Oh yeah, baked beans. I've also got like cans of kidney beans, salad beans. Like, beans are good. I like beans. You've eaten beans all this week. Had anything else with it? Or just beans? Okay, so as we go up here, we're going to bring back the... Oh, there might be a bit of a height difference here. We're going to bring back the packed mud. And we're going to switch that out for this. Yeah, that feels kind of good. So now we're going to bring back the... What a numpty! Right, we're going to bring back that. How many was it? It was like 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. I think I've accidentally done it perfectly. Surely not. Let's have a look again. Like 1, 2, stair, 1, 2. So 1, 2. So we're currently at the level of stair, which I don't have for some reason. So stair goes here, and then we have that 1, 2. Yep. And then it's the ceiling. I'm just going to do that for now. Probably won't actually see all of that, but that's fine. Okay. Now, this thing ain't going to be lit up. It's something to remember. Dang, my mind's just throwing stuff at me now. I think I know what I'm going to do in this space too, now that I've seen that. So if we get this bit finished or not, I kind of know that it's going to be like a closed off thing. Let's go build the same shape on the opposite side. So it's 1, 2, then 1, 2, 3, and then we go onto the fence. 1, 2, 3. Cool stuff. You're going to get water, you keep forgetting to drink. Ladies and gentlemen, it's that part of the stream where you're encouraged to hydrate. I'm going to do the same. What is the last cheese I've eaten? Red Leicester. I had some lasagna yesterday and I sprinkled some Red Leicester over the top of it, which melted in and it was gorgeous. Dev says, I miss the water noises. I know you do, Dev. Dev. Sorry. You keep changing those team colours, I'll keep calling you Dev. That's the dealio we got now. So it's like 1, 2, 3. And then that's where the thing is. This thing. That isn't on my hotbar. Why is it not there? Void, I swear to... Chimera says, why are you calling me Void? That's not my name. Oh my god, look at this guy. Doesn't even know what my name is. Okay, and then that's like the top. One more, bam. Alright, look at this. Oh, I left a crafting bench up here. Okay, I do worry about like these things falling down and getting into hoppers, but they're all on composters, so that won't happen actually. Okay, oh sorry, yeah, they got composters above them. It's a little less impressive when there's no light on it. That's interesting. We may end up adding like some subtle light sources down here at this level. So I think what I probably want to do now is frame this window that I've created here a bit more. I might also want to make the whole thing a little bit bigger, I'm not sure. Okay, so now I need more packed mud. And I need more slabs. Where am I going? Can't go up there. That don't make any sense. Ah! By sword, do you mean the wrench? Are we talking about the sword? Okay, yeah, so what I'm thinking is... we've got this gap here that we don't need. So it kind of makes sense to do that and then put slabs across the front. Now I want to do the same thing again, but it makes this thing kind of small. Then again, if you look at the alignment of what we've built on the side, I think it actually makes sense to do that. Then we're like lacking light here. I could possibly put the light sources on the inside of the glass. That could be a way to do it. Alright then, let's go ahead and make it a mud. And also make it a stairs. That has really cut off a lot of light from down below. So yeah, some sort of light source on the inside. Then we'll be building up some sort of panel here. I think I might end up doing what I'm going to do around the corner here. So something kind of hit me. It kind of struck me like a way to make this possibly work. But I think we're going to start with some more of this shape. Did I use up all the slabs? Nope. Where's that crafting bench? This is like a gap of 1 actually, isn't it? Okay, that's fine. We can work with that. Cute design, by the way. You love it. Oh, I'm glad you do. It's very strange for me building so kind of like openly, just one thing to the next. It's not what I usually do. Right, so in this little space, we're going to have a slab. Okay, if we just look at what's going on there, I think it makes sense that we continue that. And that means that we need some slabs. I think for this end section, I'm going to save myself the time of trying to find... Have I done that right? If I have or I haven't. I actually haven't. But maybe a tiny little bit that's different here isn't the worst thing ever. I feel like what I'm going to do here is just put some colour in. You know, like there's some like logo type thing we tried to do over here. That would require a 2 wide space. So we've got a 3 and a 1. And we've got colourful blocks down here. I think yellow and orange, although actually orange is really wild. So I was thinking glazed, right? We've actually used glazed down below. So which color of terracotta has a nice sort of paleness that I think would fit in? I actually think like pink and magenta. And that means oh my god, I've got to go find my ender chest. You need a Xisuma skin. I'm not sure if we've ever had Xisuma. Could be mistaken. Xisuma here? Chicken! That's what I'd sound like. Where is it? It's all the way up there. Goodness me. It's just wherever you put this stuff, it's just immediately in the wrong place again. Oh my days, right. I might as well just make it up here, right? So 2 lots of that, 2 lots of this. Purple could probably be in the mix. Actually, I've got a different way of doing this now. I've got a different way in my mind than what I was originally going to do. Where's the terracotta, son? Magenta? And pink. There we go, okay. I can go in there. Oh look, and we're not too far away. So I might actually need more colours here. Oh, I could have swore I selected purple. It's the wrong one. Do that. Then this one, then that one. See, then you'll see a little poke of colour there. So I think we'll put actual terracotta on that bit. Then hop over here and up there. Minecraft, building and parkour. I haven't even checked to see what this looks like yet. Very, very subtle, but it's at least something slightly different on the corner there. Okay, I'm happy with that. A little bit of uniqueness. Now, I was thinking we would do like a fade with stripped wood up here. But maybe we could embrace the terracotta, who knows? Now, I think it would be wise to push this back to add a little bit of depth. So whatever we do, I think it needs to come back behind the wood. And then these are temporary blocks, so no need to panic. We'll put some trapdoors here at this level. I could use a little bit of spruce to go to the next bit, couldn't I? While we're nearby, go on then. I'll have some slabbies in here. Some slabby jabbies. Oh, imagine little chickens with Xisuma's masks on their head. That does sound unreasonably cute. Unreasonably, I say. So then here we're kind of abandoning the packed mud from below a little bit. Maybe what I'll do is I'll leave a little bit in it for oddness sake. That's something I want to do with future builds as well, is like embrace oddities a little bit more. Less of this constant stride towards the sort of perfect balance. Okay, and then from there... could have a bit of half texture of that. With this on top of it. Doesn't actually need to be placed there, but we will. You wouldn't really see it unless you came up here to look at it, but you know. That's another good point about builds, is like the value that they bring. What is it? Because if you can't see it, like if you don't really ever look up there from down below and see it, like what's the point of putting a ton of decoration into it, you know? Anyway, I'm thinking like a fade that goes all the way up with wood. So it would be like birch, oak, spruce, maybe dark oak, but I'm pretty sure I've used all of that. So we put a fade all the way to the top. Okay, Okay, this is where most of the wood stuff goes. I guess those two can stay. Since that's... And that one, since that's what we're going to do next. And then where have I put my mud bricks? I did originally try to group these together, but you give up after a while. Okay, so we go grab some spruce and birch. And then we'll build that thing up. I don't even know where I'm going. There's no shortcuts anymore. It's all long cuts. Can you show me around a bit? What are you doing, says Kiwu Cat. How about we do that in a minute? Because I need to take a quick bathroom break in a second. I need to nip to the loo. Yo, Michael Stiggle! Thank you so much for 98. Woo! We are getting very close to the dungeon. Let me write down your name, and if you could confirm with the mods that I've got it correct. Because we need to get you in the dungeon, my dude. That 100 is creeping up on us. But yeah, let the mods know what your Minecraft in-game name is, just in case it's not the Twitch name, and we'll get you in the dungeon. How are you, X? I'm heading to my family after church. Listening to you waffle on the way. I'm doing alright, my dude. I hope you enjoy time with the family today. Okay, there we go, got those. So, I'm going to take a quick bathroom break. When we get back, we'll do a little bit of building, and then we'll have a look around Loglands. How about that? Yo, 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 guess who it is? Guess who it is, yo? It's your boy from the void. I can't even be bothered. Let's get some food. It's a dehydrated Xisuma. I drank some water a minute ago. I shouldn't be dehydrated. Should be alright. Okay, let's do a thing. Ah. Oh, there we go. That'll do. How tall is this thing? Also, I gotta strip all of this. Super important. Okay, there's a reason I'm laying it out like this as well. Huh! I can make it. I can make it. I think. Right, so for the next bit, how about we make it so that it's... Oh, I need more stone. It's like a block behind. There we go, that's plenty. I got a strip, says Maddie. I got to strip all of this. X, is very important not to stop in the middle of a sentence. I see, yeah. You have the urge to just try eating grass. I mean, you do you, man, if you want to. I don't think I've ever tried eating grass. Maybe when I was a kid. Let me know what it tastes like. I have no desire to eat grass. Are you all okay? One person in the chat might not be, but you know. So, one thing we probably do need up here is, like, lighting. Let's, yeah, there you go, so... But we don't want too much, because this thing's gonna go pretty high. And we don't want to light up the ceiling too much. Well, actually, in this area, it'll be fine to do that. Whoopsie. Oh yeah, this means I need more dark oak there as well, because we've got a gap now. Yeah, so I think I'll put another one there to get that little bit. Stop stuff spawning. It's a nice way to fill in the space here, actually. At least I think it is. What do you think, chat? It's a good way to fill in the space. Did I play Purdle this week? I haven't. We'll probably do that next stream, I think. I'm really trying to make a habit of playing the games and stuff, but I've just got so much to do here right now. I'm constantly being pulled over to Loglands, it feels like. So around here, I reckon, is where the logs will come in. Alright, so that's like all of that done, yeah? Just well, I wasn't trying to do that. Filled in that bit of space. So what we'll do next is start to work on the room behind where the glass is. Also, now that we've got the light thing on, you can see... Oh, okay, so we definitely need light in here. No doubt about it. Scream and shout it. I think the way that I'll do it is like this. That's not bad, is it? Then from the front, it'll look a little more luminous. I have this sudden urge to listen to music. I don't know why, says Ren the Bird. I have that urge all day long. And we're listening to music right now. The new Jalur record. Which I'm really, really enjoying as it goes. Soggy Noodle says, how does he have the time to do that? To do what? I don't know what the that is that you're talking about. Okay, right, little tour. Tour time. Tour time. Where to begin? Let's just go over here. So, we built a bunch of farms with redstone. And it all looks super janky, and there's all this crazy stuff like this everywhere. This is a good example. Just, you know, these smooth stone blocks that I build the redstone on. Well, apparently I did it with stone blocks there, but all of this stuff, all over the place. Loads of it. Look, here's some more. If we go behind here. Oh, look. There's more of it here too. Most of these farms are for farming wood. And that's why we're using a lot of wood to decorate everything. But what we're trying to do is make this place complete. Because Loglands is inside of a giant log. Okay? This is the Hermitcraft server. Yes, it's full of wonderful, amazing things. Like, all over the place, there's just crazy coolness. But this right here is our spot. This is Loglands. I still haven't finished doing the surface. At some point, I'll get in the mood to do all this shaping up the surface stuff again. Let's also turn off the light level thing for now. Let's head on into the inside again. So what we want to do with time is tidy up the inside so it looks like this bit here, and it actually like connects to whatever's below it. We want to take all of these farms, and we want to link them all together so you can walk around. Right? That reminds me. This is not really that well connected. I feel like this area needs another little staircase. Maybe actually I can squeeze one in back here. Like you could walk here, go up a little bit, turn, come back up across, and find yourself at this spot. That's a good spot. I'll remember that. But yeah. So all the farms, they now get decorated, and there was never a plan here, so it's all really quirky and weird. Our furnace array kind of hangs over the front. These need to be cleaned up. I keep forgetting to do that. That'll do. Let's pop down. So yeah, we're just slowly like decorating, connecting everything together, and it's been an absolute blast to do. So now there are just loads of these rooms all connected that are like the fronts of all the auto crafting that we have here. Because yes, all of this stuff, as soon as you take it out of the barrel, it gets crafted automatically. So the idea was to automatically craft every type of wood in here. Then we got distracted with some other types of farms. Which aren't really producing much else. Rooted dirt, clay, and wood. We got a mud farm, a Pax mud farm over here that needs decorating. We got our automatic playerless, fully auto crafting nether farms where you can just come down here and grab whatever you need. Just leave it running without a player, you're good. It's amazing. Then over here we have the wood crafters from the tree farm that we've been building around. I could put some of this stuff back actually, right now. Just autofills if there's space. Pretty good. We've got a resin farm over here with creakings inside of it. When it's night time, the creakings come out to play. What else? There's probably like one or two other little bits tucked away here and there. But honestly, it's getting really quite close to... It feels close, but I know there's a lot of work, you know what I mean? But it's starting to feel complete somewhat. And I think as we start to get around this corner and tie up the roof bits in, it's really going to start to feel special, this place. Alright, so... I kind of know what I want to do next. We're going to need to go grab those shulker boxes, I think, and tidy up again. Wowzers. Not a lot of space to spare, is there? What's that? Blackstone. Okay. Whoops. Any questions about Loglands? Put them in the chat. Did you dug out an entire mine shaft? There was no mine shaft here. The spawners that you see were cave spider type thing. So there's like one there and one there. We did have this idea of maybe like making it so that you stand up here, well out of range, or maybe you can stand like off to the side in a viewing gallery. And then when they spawn, they fall into a pit that we dig open. I love the idea of doing that. Did you make all the tree farms yourself or did you follow a tutorial? These are basically all my own designs. So this over here is the one that we built last season of Hermitcraft. It works for birch, spruce, and oak. This was surprisingly doable, I think. Like, for a lower level of redstone like me, this was more doable. Other tree farms get way too technical. Another one of my designs is this one. This is also from last season. We had this Eureka, realizing that you can make a playerless wood farm using the nether stuff, so it's just kind of been updated. This over here was made by Cybot, and I just adapted this original rooted dirt farm to have these extensions which create mud and clay and push them into the blast chamber. Then I did all this auto crafting stuff for it, so all these auto crafting designs are my own. With help from Cybot though, like, we'd be on a Creative Worlds. In fact, we did most of it on live streams and stuff, so like jamming out like different designs and stuff together. But yeah, like what I've been trying to do is do stuff myself with redstone. So this furnace array again, and all this weirdness back here is just doing it yourself. It's not the fastest, it's not the most efficient, but the point is that, you know, you have fun doing it yourself. Hey, we got some gifted subs over here on Twitch. If you're watching on Twitch, listen out. It might be you. Alablaster03, Kevin LPG, Koro Gon MC, It's Supermat, and Nyeclips04. You've been gifted a sub. Be sure to say thanks in the chat and enjoy the emotes. Hey X, will there ever be an episode featuring every build of Loglands? I think when it's finished, I might do like a walk around tour episode. Like a complete tour. I think that would be a good idea. Right, so the room that I wanted to build, originally the idea was that it would be in line with this. What we'll do is we'll go... Oh, it's actually going to be bigger here. So I'd have to carve out a lot of space, which I actually have. I don't know if I'm going to end up filling up this area with stuff, but we'll see. Oh yeah, there's a cactus farm back here. Huh. That's interesting. These walls we're going to replace, but again on this side though, I might make it even bigger just so it accommodates this, but then that goes higher. So I'm kind of looking for the cutoff points, so it feels to me like we need to go wider. The back bit here we will do today because that is probably kind of set in stone. The other thing is the idea that I've got in mind, it's kind of occurring to me, it's a lot of... Oh, do you know what? I think I'm going to change my mind because it'll be a lot of grinding in a place that we don't really see. So what I wanted to do was get moss at the bottom, maybe even pale moss, and go up through a fade to stone bricks. But now that I think about it, this is like totally out of view. And therefore, like a lot of grind, a lot more digging, a lot more opening stuff up. I think actually I'm going to pass on it. Which is perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. That's just this game, isn't it? Always thinking stuff through, changing your mind. Okay. Well, on that note then, I need to come up with what's going to go here. I don't know what it's going to be. It might be a bunch more of like this type of thing. I think we'll leave it there for today. And if I go over to that area, there's something I wanted to try over there. It's going to include some blackstone and some iron bars again. Well, I apologize, chat, if you were looking forward to me doing something over there, but as I started to think it through a bit more, it became apparent that it probably wasn't a good use of my time. There's a torch there. So let's call it a smart decision, shall we? Yeah, it's a smart decision. Right, I do want to build some building with a cha-cha a little later on. Had some ideas for that. I think I'll come back and pick that stuff up when we're ready. So I said blackstone and iron bars, right? Any pre-made iron bars around here? Doesn't look like it. Okay, not a problem. Oh, are we full? Oh, we're full of crafting benches. Fair enough. That'll be a crazy amount, I think. Yeah, way more than I actually need. So the common thing is like where there's TNT, we're going to have like the blast chamber look, right? So over here, I reckon what we could very easily do... Let's go for a swim. Let's get rid of that cobble. Oh, almost. Ah, did it. Amazing. Yeah, I reckon here what we want to do is make use of this. I could possibly replace these blocks with blackstone. But I think I'll leave... I like to leave some of this stuff here to sort of signify the nature of what we're doing. Okay, so we're gonna move that to here. Have a little connection like that. And then the iron bars, now I'm sort of tempted for them to come across with a gap. Actually, I think that'll look fine, won't it? Yeah, okay, we'll do that. So they'll come across here, there'll be a little bit of a gap. I could, if I wanted to, even put some blocks underneath. Alright, and then we build this all the way up, I think. That's pretty much it. Ethan King says, how do you reply? Reply to what? This cat talk has reminded you that the dog on the floor is near you. This cat talk? I haven't been talking about cats. I'm gonna check TikTok again. Sleeping, but you snuck in. I don't think you're sleeping, dude. You guess it's because Twitch is the main one. You're correct. Twitch is my main streaming home. I'm also live on YouTube, but Twitch is the place I encourage you all to come. Hit the follow button in case I'm never able to multi-stream. You never know, they might change the rules again. Alright, almost at the top. We could probably put a little bit of a... Oh no, I can't put a ceiling on here because of that. So if we've learned anything from doing these other areas, we're gonna take the light source off of here so that we don't see as much as that. This thing, in theory, we should take it all the way to the ceiling. I think here, though, we want to actually bring it in a little bit, then bring it up. So we're probably going to use a lot more blackstone here, I think. And I might use a little bit more of the crying obsidian going up. But yeah, I can start to see a shape for this thing coming together in my mind. As for what we do with the sides where the clay is, I don't know. I've had a few ideas come and go, really. You just have to keep chipping away at, like, what makes sense. And then as you fill up the space, the next thing might start to make sense, too. X, how are you? I'm good, thanks. Right, I'm going to minimize TikTok. We got Slate Tiara here on Twitch for 3 months. Almost forgot myself. Happy birthday to everyone who has a birthday. Is it your birthday today? Is that what you're saying? If so, happy birthday. If so, happy birthday. Right. I am now starting to think that this thing here being blackstone might look a little better. Or maybe some other colour. Or other texture. Do you know, I've actually got loads of crying obsidian in my inventory. That's because at some point I wanted to wrap crying obsidian and obsidian around this cage here, but I think I might have gone off that idea. What I'll probably do is try and... Oh, actually. Let's do a creative mode experiment together, peeps. Now, don't you know someone's going to be like, oh, X, he's playing in creative mode. Hermitcraft cheaters. Peeps, this is a backup of the world. It's a backup of the world. Back up! With your crazy assumptions. Hermits ain't cheaters, you know? So if it looks like we're cheating, we're probably not. Like, the idea of doing this is cool. Got to sort of aim back a bit, I think. I think it needs like depth and stuff. And maybe a bigger like mass to it. And then you got to try and avoid accidentally just going completely diagonal as well. So at first glance, like it's almost good. It's kind of like okay-ish. Now let's go and like beef it up a bit and give it more shape, I think. Oh, I really don't know, actually. I really don't know. Bits of it just kind of look a bit odd now. I don't think that actually adds much. The cage is cooler. Okay, you think it's cooler. The other thing you could possibly do is some sort of like hanging down, getting slightly wider thing. Nah. Do you know what? I think I've gone off that idea. I don't think it's my kind of thing. It's also very, very different from anything else in this area. Okay, I'm going to scrap that idea. That's one less thing to do, I guess. Stav, hello! Thank you so much for 3 months. Have a great week, everyone. You too, my dude. Thank you for tuning in. Thanks for the resub. Here's a question. What looks good between Blackstone and Crying Obsidian? Probably actual obsidian, right? Which I actually have on me. Okay. That answers that question. Thanks, chat. You're very helpful. Derp? What was the derp? Uh-oh. That might have been the derp. Oh no, we're good. Yeah, we can just rip all of that straight out. Deep slate tiles. I was thinking that, but here's the thing. I've run out of all of my deep slate. And I cannot be bothered to mine more. So like deep slate is kind of off the building cards right now. It's an avoid if I can. That looks really good. Black concrete? Yeah, black concrete probably would have. There's also a blast resistance element here, but obsidian is definitely good for that. Alright. That's going to look good from sort of all places, really. So I think I'm going to put like a layer of obsidian over this. And then we're going to start to build up like a roof. But we know it's not going to go all the way. So I guess it'll be probably just stairs. Until we reach the correct bit. Okay. Got a crafting bench. I want to make it that type. Then that type. And we're going to run out of these very quickly, aren't we? Oh, yes, we are. Okay. So from this side over here, I think I might start using iron bars again. Just across this space. Let's go with that there. Then iron bars. You can't hear the music. It's there, like... You might have to turn up your overall volume a bit because I have it quietly on in the background. But it's there. So yeah, here's the other thing. I sort of pictured that little flare off the side there. Okay, now we need more blackstone. Yeah. See, I got some deep slate tiles. Oh, look! More cobbled. Where'd that come from, eh? Tiny bit there. But I am really low on deep slate. Here it is. I was going to say, I know I've got a lot of blackstone. That's not a problem. Probably a bit more than that overall. Is what I'm going to need. Right, let's get back up there. It's looking good. It's looking good. Ugh. Whoopsie. Noff211, thank you for 19 months here on Twitch. Much appreciated, my dude. I hope you're enjoying the stream. Thank you for the support. Pesky Frog says my ear hurts. Might be better to tell a doctor than a Twitch chat. Might be better to tell a doctor. I started a week ago going to bed at 10 PM. I started waking up on my own at 7 to 8 AM. Wonderful feeling. It's 12 AM right now, says Wintermar. Cool. Getting your sleep schedule under control. That's good. Oh, we're very close to that. So about here, I'm tempted to use a little bit more of that crying obsidian. I could do it with a torch. That's good. But I don't, at the same time, I don't want to put too much light on this bit. So if we were to, we'd have to put it as low as possible. I think I'm going to put like one crying obsidian here. And then these things come off the sides. Can't be running out of iron bars, no way. How does this look from over here as well? I don't know quite what I would do different, but it does feel not the most impressive of sights from the side. Maybe I should have just filled it in all with blackstone. This whole area is supposed to sort of be dark up here. I've just had another idea as well. I was looking at this and wondering like how to contain this. I'm now kind of wondering about building some like obsidian frames and then putting tinted glass so you can kind of see the sight going in or on in the inside, but then the inside can be all kind of like bright and lit up. I think what I'm going to do is actually come back to this area. Yeah, I think I'm just going to have these bars be like one high. Oh. I tried to tap it so subtly. It didn't work. Ow. That's another point. Does the whole thing fit inside? It does, just about. I'll have to be very careful not to accidentally set this thing off as well. Okay, yeah, then we got that there. Whoops. Oh. Misplacing obsidian ain't fun. It ain't fun, peeps. The other thing is, the obsidian, like, the slime doesn't stick to it. So I could actually build up the width here and cover the top with obsidian. I think I'm going to do that. So we just do that all the way up. God, I really hope I don't accidentally mess up anything here. That doesn't mess with anything here, I don't think. So now it can be beyond that. Obsidian to the top. There you go. Okay, now let's do the rest of it. Oh, and I guess here we don't want that on, so... Maybe the whole thing just becomes a big obsidian box, who knows? I like that you can see the TNT though, that's kind of cool. Do you know what? I'm overthinking this. All I need to do is just from here, is just build upwards like this, right? That's all I need to do. Just take it to the top again. Done. Let's take that with us. Okay, and then on here we've got to do some rebuilding. Ah! Do you know what it is? It's the speed. It's the speed beacon just makes those subtle movements frustrating. The TNT duper reminds you of a cuckoo clock. I'm trying to think specifically what is a cuckoo clock. Like, oh, you mean like where the cuckoo, cuckoo, and a thing pops out the front? Yeah, yeah. I can see that, yeah. It's got that kind of energy now, hasn't it? We need more, we need more, we need more. Enough cookies to fill a whole cookie jar. Dang, that's a lot of cookies. I mean, it depends on how big the jar is, I guess. Right, so for now, that very nicely ties up the front of this thing. It's got a similar vibe to that one there, but that's okay because they're blast chambers. I like the way the light pops through. Now, the light source at the back isn't as big a deal now because that's all going to get covered up. The only thing is, I don't know quite where I'm going to build these next walls. But I'm sort of tempted to imagine that there's like a wall here. And it's made with obsidian, and then we put tinted glass on it. And it goes up real high. And you can see that there's the trees and stuff back here. It would then probably quite nicely be able to merge with something else to incorporate this. Yeah, I'm very tempted to go in that direction, like nowish. Like, it feels like you could just build it now and be okay, right? What do you think? A big square window right here, obsidian around the outside, tinted glass on the inside. Same on that side there, or maybe not all the way across, but like enough to see the trees behind is kind of what I'm thinking. And I'm not sure if I want to do too much coming back here and transforming all of this into a nice tidy area, because that's a lot of grind for not a lot of reward. So by building the wall across at this space again, where it ends here, it's good to like wrap around all of this. If you have any thoughts, you can share them with me. Noff211, thank you for 18 months. I'm not sure if I read that one out. I just noticed it. No, I did read it out, didn't I? Did I? Anyway, it was 8 minutes ago. Thank you for your support. I feel like I read something, but I don't remember the name, but yeah. Oh, chat, if you don't want to give me any feedback, that's quite alright. I'll make a decision one way or another. Okay, so I made a bunch of tinted glass and it's back at my base, so I remember that. Noff says you did. Oh, I did, okay. Oh, is it possible we got quite a delay here? I did notice actually the other day when I stopped streaming over on YouTube, like I went over there to stop the video, like private it, and it was still streaming from like a minute ago. I was like, oh. All right, that was the past. It's still going, is it? So I think there's like a minute or two delay to YouTube. Glass panes would add a colourful detail. I don't think tinted glass is in panes, right? Pretty sure it's not. Now I said I wanted to use obsidian, right? But we get a little bit of glow from this. I could always just float a light source somewhere around here if needed. Yeah, okay, I think I'll go with obsidian. Which, if I change my mind, is going to be a bit of a pain to undo. Also, we don't want stone in here. Don't want stone there. We're going to come all the way over to here and then go up. You're new here, what did you miss? I mean, it depends how new you are around here. You might have missed 14 years of... I think this year is my 14th year anniversary on YouTube. We were talking earlier about how nowadays content is like... pretty much what you're consuming was produced in the last 24 to 48 hours. Well, when I started YouTube, you used to make a lot of videos that would just like slowly build up traffic over time. It was like people would come to your channel, watch some of the old videos, and then they would find them through search engine and stuff like that. That's all kind of gone, it feels like. Doesn't feel like there's a lot of evergreen content on YouTube anymore. Or at least it's harder to make it. That's kind of cool. That's kind of got the vibe I was hoping for. We keep a little bit of like what's back there in here. I don't think it's going to go too well if it goes too high. So I reckon somewhere around here we're just going to like hit a bit of a ceiling. We're kind of probably close to where that is now already, actually. I reckon a couple blocks more. You like how it looks? Awesome. Yeah, it's a nice like, it fills up a fair bit of space. It ties in with this flatness that we got here, and it lets you see a little bit of what's behind. So I think actually adding more light sources behind the tinted glass could go a long way. But you're mostly going to be like down looking up, so I think we're kind of at the top. I might have gone a block too high, if anything. So that's that. Then I think we want this stuff to come across and go all the way to the top, basically. And us getting this stuff to the top is kind of like a goal. Like, we got to do this big grind of removing all these blocks and placing logs, but the key thing with the builds is that they come up. So it's really bad when it's nighttime and raining. I mean, that is just not great for showing. Let's take care of this. Not gonna lie, it reminds me of something you'd see in a movie. Oh, which movie? Your brain is constantly eating itself. Is it? What are you trying to say? Just saw that I follow you since 2015 here on Twitch. Since Hermitcraft Season 2, New Hermitron on YouTube. Yes, 2015 I think is Season 4 or 5 of Hermitcraft? No, Season... maybe Season 2? No, let me think. Season 1 is 2013. It's got to be the end of Season 2 or the beginning of Season 3 then. It gets so fuzzy. The years just, you know... they go by quick. But that's okay. That's okay when you enjoy spending your time. Alright. Got to do the same thing on the opposite side, but I don't think I've got enough. Is that all filled in? Yeah, nope. Had a feeling I missed one. Oh yeah, and if we look back now, right, that's what it looks like when there's a light source there. When there isn't, it's perfectly fine. Also, little things like that, they'll get tidied up. I wish I could devote myself to this game like you guys are. I usually just run in circle after a few hours, says Melty. What's got you running in circles, though? You got to, I think, like, identify like your strengths and weaknesses and how to sort of focus in on what it is you actually want to do in this game. Okay, there we go. Guess we're doing the same thing over here again. Minecraft has to be one of the only games where the rain is annoying rather than atmospheric. Yeah, I think you're right, and it could probably be fixed up just by changing the texture or the particles, whatever it uses. If, like, refining those could probably go a long way. I see a slime. So what height did we actually get to? Kind of hard to tell. So from here, iron bar, you go above it 1, 2, 3 blocks above iron bar level. Your brain runs in circles. Okay. Tell me more. There's not much I can do with that. I guess something that might be relevant for some of you who stick around and catch a bunch of these streams, right? I talked a while ago about meditating. So get that all the way up there. Come on, we can reach. So I've meditated in the past, and I've never reached enlightenment. Funny that. This time, though, when I got back into it, I did it because I felt like, despite being better, air quotes, I feel like I could do better than this. And I felt like when I did do meditation daily many years ago, it did have some really good benefits. And now, I think I've been doing it daily since last year, like, probably about maybe 3 months straight of daily meditation. I've learned some really good lessons this time along the way. The big ones that have stuck with me is like, it's not about hitting some special feeling or enlightenment or anything like that. It's more about like grounding yourself in the present and being content with where you are, and just accepting the way you feel when you sit down, close your eyes, and try not to think. But also these lessons about like, it's not about trying not to think, it's about focusing your attention. And I've gotten to this place now where it's feeling really good to just sit, close your eyes, focus on your breathing and direct your attention. And like, not every day is like good, but it's not really about that. It's about like turning up and trying. I don't know, it's like it's become like an unprofound thing. Like, it's not like, oh my god, this is so incredible. It's like, it's actually like a really dull activity, but by doing it you just seem to like calm yourself down and give yourself a break and be a little bit more accepting of how you feel. Get a bit more in touch with how you feel. I've found it like immensely rewarding, and it hasn't been because, you know, I've had some like profound insight or moment of clarity or anything like that. It's actually just accepting the fact that maybe you're not going to experience that, but you turn up and you do this practice and like it has some benefits. For me, it was forgetting when I was inhaling and exhaling. It became one thing, says Molecular Tree. Yeah, I'm not getting into any like crazy. I don't know, not that it's crazy, but you know, like I haven't really had anything transcendent like that. It's just, I still feel like me. It's just the fact that I can kind of do this thing, and it like calms my body down. It calms my mind down. You know, I focus on my breathing. Some days loads of thoughts will pop into my head, some days not so many. But the fact that I keep turning up and trying seems to be doing some quite measurable good overall. Do you manage to have a work life with all of this? This is my job, by the way. That's what you're wondering. I've been doing YouTube and Twitch for almost 15 years. No, 14 years. Right, where's more blackstone? Did I have a chest of it? I seem to remember bringing by a lot of it one time. We're out of that stuff. I love the day with not as many thoughts. Very calming, says Sumi. I don't have days without a lot of thoughts. Like, I definitely go straight back into thinking a lot, but it's given me what feels like more control over that. Like, you're not quite as chaotic. And I've also noticed now when I am with other people, I can give them like more of my attention, if that makes sense. I'm less distracted. I'm less like in two places. And that feels really good as well. Yeah, one thing we might want to do eventually is put like a wall on the inside here as well. We could easily do that on both sides. Because from some angles, you'll like see a lot of cave stuff, but we could actually minimize that quite effectively. Yeah. Yeah, I think like a big black stone cage behind there might be a good idea. Don't know if I want to do that right now though. Because I feel like we've done so much building today. I mean, I had a little idea to put a staircase in. Let's go have a go at that staircase, and once that's in, maybe that'll be that. I'll tell you what, nah, can't make up my mind. Let's go make a shulker box to put all this junk in. Sumi says, yeah, that would look visually prettier, but definitely take it step by step. The idea of walling off the cave inside. I think right now it's a pretty formed idea. Like, I don't think there's much consequence to it, but we don't have to rush into doing that. But hey, maybe it's a good idea to let it breathe, because I had other ideas that I turned up to do today, and then I looked at it and I went, actually, this doesn't make a lot of sense. This is like a lot of effort for not a lot of return. And I'm referring to decorating all that behind the scenes stuff. For some reason in my mind it was like more visible out front, but as you fly around you realise it's not. Right, so somewhere in here I've probably got bamboo stairs and stuff. They'll be in here somewhere. Yeah, there you go. In fact, that's all the materials that I'm kind of looking for right there. And then I probably need a bunch of bushes to go around the top area, right? So, might as well see if there's a few more things like that. Yeah, more stairs, we'll take them. Alright, that'll do. Can we talk about how good bamboo blocks are in Minecraft? They're really nice textures, yeah. I absolutely love Xisuma answering questions out of context that aren't meant for him. In my chat. In my chat. Like, I'm gonna assume if you're talking in my chat, the question is for me. Bunch of crazies. Let's get over here then and rip these two out. Yeah, 2 wide's pretty much what we're dealing with, so... do like how that is. I think here we'll attach a little something down there. Then when you're looking up from down below, it's like clear there's a little something going on up here. Now I wish I had some full blocks. Decana Heaven says chat talks with one another, not UX. I've noticed it's, you know, gives me less to talk about. Hey Prover, thank you for 66 months, my dude. Very much appreciated. Apologies for being a little late on the noise in the ear there. So we're going to go round to the right. Shouldn't be too difficult. 1, 2, and then 1, 2 here. I think I can tuck it in pretty tight. But did I grab slabs instead of full? What is wrong with me? And not a lot of them either. Let's go. Let's get some mosaics in here too. What have I done? Do I have a favourite breakfast or brunch? Well, I don't really eat breakfast or brunch. I mean, I don't know. I tend to eat about 2 meals a day. Although lately I've been having like some porridge before working out or something like that. Yeah, I mean, I like certain foods and stuff. The way I eat is just structured for like 2 big meals a day. So I don't really have like a breakfast or a brunch as such most days. Right, and eventually here we'll fill in the space around it, but it's going to be really easy to fill in, which is what I like about this little spot here. Then we remove another bush, but that's fine. And you got placed the wrong way around somehow. Okay, and then up at this level, same thing again. Where did that go? Into that little gap. I can't pick it up. Now, we are right next to this, but I think we can incorporate that rather than worry about it. And now it gets rather easy to put the rest together. And look, it's just over there. Sweet. That is what I call a success. Nice. So yeah, we'll make all of this here like way more bushy. As you can see, it's going to be plenty easy to... Definitely got to put a window here, but to like cover this up all around it, that's going to be nice and easy. Just got to grab that other bush, that stair block. Yeah. So another little bit of work to do here, which really lines us up nicely for this area. Dang, like this corner is now going to become more complete. So if we look at what we did today and look at where it's going, like this is our first like top to bottom complete slice. Now we're getting around this side here. Probably going to get across there pretty easily. This is going to be tricky to tackle, but now this spot is starting to be somewhat complete. Anyways, chat, that's all I've got time for today. I hope you've been entertained and had a good time. I'll look for someone to raid over here on Twitch. If you are watching over on TikTok or on YouTube, I encourage you to come over here to Twitch and hit the follow button. This is the home of my streaming and where I'll be doing all of my future streams if ever multi-stream fails us. But massive thank you everyone for your support as always. I plan on streaming again Tuesday and trying to squeeze in a bonus tunnel rat stream, which might be on Twitch only because I plan on putting a video on YouTube tomorrow. So if I put a video out, I probably won't stream on the same day just because of algorithms and stuff. Anyway, I'm going to go send you over to a random Minecraft channel. I hope you enjoy what you find. Alright everyone, that's it from me today. Take care and have a great